Hey everybody at YouTube land, it's LordBear90 coming at you with another review. This time it's of Transformers Generations Legends Starscream. Now this Legends Starscream is designed off of the G1 Starscream mold, the F-16 jet. I believe I got that model right. Is it F-16 or F-15? Somebody will please comment at the bottom of the video in the description or in the comments. Please let me know if I got that right. He's got two very large visible Decepticon insignias, one on each wing. Blue thrusters in the back, which are pretty much his hands. He's got visible head syndrome, which you can't really make out the detail of his face all that well, but we'll get more into that into his robot mode. There's pretty much his robot mode just stretched and folded out and all that stuff. But then again, what Starscream hasn't been pretty much folded over or stretched out to become a jet? There we go. He's got a fair amount of detail on him. I mean, you can kind of see some of the details on the camera. I don't know how well it's coming across, but you can see some of the details, a lot of the panel lines on the wings and in the middle of the jet, and even on the rear wings here, which of course you can't really see. He's got a blue nose cone, yellow cockpit. That's about it. For his transformation, I'm gonna kind of reach my hands out here so you can get a full idea. What I do is I start off with the legs. You pop the legs loose. You'll see two holes appear on the top of the wings. That's where his legs attach. Turn them at a slight angle. That way they can clear the main wings. Like that. Turn them over. Bring the legs down and fold the back wing up. I'm doing my reviews from now on like Optibotimus, a white table and a white background, that way you can see the figure until I get a better situation set up here. A higher table. This table is lower than me, so I'm having to kind of crouch down just to see if the camera's working right. Anyway, fold the other wing up, and again, what Starscream has not had a rather unfortunate situation between his legs? This case, his head is that unfortunate situation. That's about the only thing I don't like about this figure. But to fix that, turn him around, lift the cockpit itself up a little bit. That'll loosen up his null rays. His null rays are attached on the very back of the cockpit on two very, very small tabs that you can just barely make out. I'm surprised that they have not yet broken off. When Optibotimus did his review of this Legend Starscream, his tabs were broken. So if you have this version of Starscream, be very careful. Flip the nose cone back and rotate his head all the way around where the face is facing the cockpit. Fold the arms down at a 90-degree angle and straighten them out where you pretty much look like that, and then bring the head up just like that. And there we have Legends Class Starscream in his robot mode. Bring him up to give you a better look at him. He's a nice little homage to the Generation 1 character. Could use a few more paint details. I personally think that he could have at least used a Decepticon symbol above his shoulders like he has in the cartoon. But I can't really complain too much. He's got nicely painted arms. His hands are at an awkward position. His hands are kind of like that. I don't really get it. I don't really get why, but they basically have his hand pretty much like that, at an angle. But yeah, he's got a nice glossy red paint on his torso, on his hands, and I was like, he's very shiny in robot mode. They could have made his jet mode a little bit shinier, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, that's my review of the Legends class Starscream figure. Let me know what you think. Lord Bear 90 signing off for now.